Alright you guys, today we're taking a look at the new recovery options found in iOS 27 that allow you to restore or update your device or run diagnostics without using a computer, and overall it is great for people who do not have a Mac or PC laying around that they can plug their phone into when they need to restore it. We're going to go through all the new options, and we're going to go through the Diagnostics Mode, which is not new but it is now bundled in with these new recovery options. Let's get into the video. Alright, so there's two ways we can get to the new recovery options menu here in iOS 27. You can either do so by pressing volume up, then volume down, then holding the power button until you see loading recovery options. That's if your device is on. If your device is off, all you need to do is hold the power button down until you see loading recovery options. As you see there, it says loading recovery options. Once you see that, you can release the power button, and it's going to bring us into the brand new recovery options found in iOS 27, where we can do a lot of cool, powerful things that we've never been able to do before. As you see, we're getting a progress bar. Once that progress bar fully fills up, we will be brought into the recovery options settings. And boom, as you see, our phone has just started up into the recovery options. As you see, it says recover your iPhone. Choose how you would like to recover your iPhone, and we have 5 different options we can choose from. The first one being recovery assistant. We've just tapped on recovery assistant, and as you see, it says recovery. This iPhone encountered an issue while starting. The recovery process will look for any problems and attempt to resolve them if found. Click the blue continue button. Don't send data to Apple. Enter your passcode. Then you need to join your Wi-Fi network. Once you're on your Wi-Fi network, it's going to automatically scan for issues, and as you see, no known issues were found. You can then restart your iPhone and it will bring you back into regular iOS. Next up, we have software update, where it says we can restore your iPhone to the latest version of iOS available. Alright, so here we go. We're going to try this out. We're going to tap on the software update button. We're going to hit continue. We're going to not send our data to Apple. We're going to input our passcode. And as you can see, it says software update. Restore your iPhone to the latest version of iOS available by using a nearby iPhone or iPad. Restore options will appear on the nearby device after this iPhone restarts. And as you see, we have a little checkbox to allow erase. That means we are allowing the other iPhone to erase this iPhone. So we're going to check that, and then we are going to hit the blue restart iPhone button, and our phone is going to exit the recovery options and restart into a brand new screen never seen before in iOS. As you see, we have the spinny wheel. Now our screen is black, and shortly we are going to see two iPhones pop up on screen, meaning we need to bring our secondary iPhone nearby in order to start the restore process. Alright, as you see, we're getting a flash and Apple logo, and then shortly we will see, there we go, we see two iPhones. All we need to do is take our secondary iPhone and bring it close to this one. In this case, this phone you're looking at right now is an iPhone Air running iOS 27 Developer Beta 1. The phone you're seeing on screen now is my 17 Pro Max running the latest version of iOS 26. And as you see, our 17 Pro Max has just detected the iPhone Air on iOS 27 in recovery mode. As you see there, we have a blue continue button. It says restore nearby iPhone. An iPhone near you is in recovery mode. You can help restore it using your iPhone. Just click the continue button on your secondary device. It will then connect to the iPhone in recovery mode. The iPhone in recovery mode is then going to display a 6-digit code that you need to enter on your secondary device. Then, as you see, we have recovery options. The iPhone in recovery mode needs you to choose one of the following options. We have either system recovery, or we can exit recovery mode remotely on the other device. In this case, we're going to click continue on system recovery. We just hit that continue button, and it is telling us to check for updates. It's checking for the latest update available for this iPhone, which will be iOS 27. You can then hit the update now button, and your secondary iPhone is now going to download the latest version of iOS at the time available to the device in recovery mode. As you see, it says restoring iPhone to iOS 27.0. You can use your iPhone as normal. If you would like to check the progress, just bring your secondary phone nearby. But as you see, it says downloading, and we have a progress bar on our device in recovery mode. The progress bar on our secondary device now changed from downloading to preparing. progress bar on our secondary device has now switched from preparing to installing, and the progress bar on our device in recovery mode is almost full as well. Alright, as you see, the screen on our secondary iPhone is now updated. It says updating iPhone. A software update is installing on the iPhone in recovery mode. Keep the iPhone connected to power while it is being updated. No further action is needed from this iPhone. So you can now put your secondary iPhone to the side. It is no longer needed. So just hit that blue OK button and put your phone to the side. It now seems like our phone is either updating or restoring. I am not sure. But yeah, we got a progress bar on our main phone. So once the progress bar is done, we'll be back. Alright, and our phone is now booted. We are fully back into normal iOS 27. Once again, this is developer beta 1 on my iPhone Air. It gave me no notification saying it was updated or restored, and it is exactly how it was left before I went into the new recovery mode options. I have no idea if it updated the software. Obviously it didn't restore it, but I got no notification. I am pretty sure it might have failed. Real quick, I just did want to mention I do have an Amazon storefront link down below that you can check out and see the products I use every day and would recommend to you. I have a lot of cool gear on there, a lot of stuff that you guys would enjoy if you enjoy these kind of videos. Also in the description, I have individual links to all the items I use to make these videos, as well as just normal items I use in my desk setup. I've separated everything into categories to make it easy for you guys to find what you need. Anything you purchase, I will earn a small commission, but the product will not cost you anything extra. So whether you go check out my Amazon storefront or you purchase something via the links down in the description, your support is greatly appreciated. Now let's get back to the video. Then we have Diagnostics Mode, which allow Apple to identify potential hardware and software issues with this iPhone. Now all we're going to do is tap Restart iPhone, and it's going to bring us in to the not new but now lumped in with recovery options Diagnostics Mode, where we can test the hardware of the device and make sure everything is good to go. Alright, now that we're in Diagnostics Mode, all we need to do is connect our phone to our Wi-Fi network, agree to the terms and conditions, tap that blue agree button, and it's now checking available options. And as you see, we can diagnose a repair, run diagnostics, or configure parts after a repair. In this case, we're going to tap run diagnostics to identify potential hardware or software issues, and we now can test every single component of our device. For this video, to keep it easy and simple for you guys to understand, we're going to tap multi-touch, and it's going to allow us to touch around the display and make sure the display is working properly. As you see, as I drag my finger around here, the device is filling in where I'm touching with these blue squares, and you can do this all around the display to make sure every possible area of the display is fully functional. We're going to press a volume button to get out of here now that we've tested the display, and as you see, it says completed today at 2:35 p.m. multi-touch response. For some reason it's red. I'm guessing because I didn't fill up the whole display with the blue squares. Multi-touch failed interactive testing. So yes, I'm guessing that's because I did not cover the whole area of the display. And then we have a question mark under software because we are running the iOS 27 beta. But as you can see, the diagnostic tools work great. You can test literally every single function of the device. But let's get out of diagnostics. We're going to tap exit diagnostics, and our iPhone is going to reboot back into normal iOS. Then we have erase all content and settings, which will erase all data on this device and cannot be undone. Your device will remain associated with your Apple account. And then at the bottom we have a blue button to erase all content and settings. This is exactly the same as it is in the iOS settings app. No difference. You can just simply do it from here if you don't want to log into the device. All you need to do is put your password in, and then it's going to give you a 10-second timer that you have to cancel. Otherwise, it is going to erase all content and settings of your device, but keep the Apple ID bound to the device for activation lock. Next up, we have recovery mode. You can put your iPhone in recovery mode, then restore your iPhone using your computer. Press restart iPhone, then connect your iPhone to a computer with a USB cable. Then we have a button to restore our iPhone and put it into the classic recovery mode that we've been used to for years. You can then press restart iPhone, and that will immediately put your iPhone into recovery mode without having to press the crazy button combinations on iPhones these days. As you see, we just pressed restart iPhone, we get the spinny wheel, and once we load back up, our iPhone will be in recovery mode, ready to be restored with a Windows computer or a Mac. As you see, we get the Apple logo shortly, and then we get the screen we're all familiar with the USB cable and a computer. All you would need to do is then plug it into the computer. Then you can restore, like I said before, via Finder on Mac or iTunes on Windows. Alright you guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video, going over the brand new recovery options found in iOS 27. Overall, I think it is a net positive that you are now able to update or restore your device using a secondary phone instead of needing a Mac or PC to restore via the computer when you have issues. It is absolutely fantastic for people that do not have the luxury of having a computer laying around, and I think overall it is a fantastic change, and I believe it's going to help a lot of people get out of some trouble with their iPhone problems. With that being said, if you guys learned anything in this video, leave a like down below, dislike it if you didn't, comment your thoughts down below, let me know what you think about this. With that being said, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future and more iOS 27 beta coverage on the way. I'll see you guys later.